Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Transport Fever 2. In the previous episode we did a fair amount of upgrading, and that's probably going to be a trend that we will continue on within this episode as well, although we have got some new stuff, so we'll have to check out that as well. We also want to expand our rail network over on the left hand side here. We currently have the Congleton iron ore mine and the Congleton coal mine that's just off to the side, onto the left here, just obviously near Congleton, but the resources that they supply are not being taken over to the steel mill, and that would be quite, I believe, A, useful and B, profitable, so we'll probably have a look at that. First things first though, we're going to go over to our vehicle manager and we are going to check, it should be in blue somewhere, the boat here that goes between Congleton and Earl Shilton, and what we want to do is replace that vehicle, and we want to replace it with a hovercraft, which is actually going to be not a bad thing at all. It is smaller. Let's have a quick look at actually where is said hovercraft. I have totally lost it. Is it going to be around here, over there? There it is. There is our new hovercraft, and that is really cool. I didn't actually know that these were in the game until we seen it in the list there, and oh, look at that. That's a very nice looking hovercraft there. Probably a nightmare to manage and maintain, but there you are. It's just going to go over to Earl Shilton, and oh, does it actually go onto the side? I think it might. I wonder if the drawbridge thing there goes onto it. Let's have a quick look around, and I'm just wondering where people would get on and off. I'm guessing it would be those hatches on the... Whoa! Oh, the thing spun around. It would be those hatches at the bottom, or maybe you get on the front. Maybe that's where you get in on the front. I have no idea. Certainly not on the back. That would be no, not very good at all. And what I'm seeing is that this has now got more passengers. We've now got 6 passengers, which is a big improvement over the 2 or 3 that we were getting previously. And it's also very quick. So I'm hoping that because of the speed, it should be okay, because people will choose to use that rather than their rail line up to the top and then down. Anyway, speaking of rail lines, let's go ahead and add in a rail line in here and over there, and then we'll connect up to that one. Now, the first thing we need to do, I guess, is to alter this station. So we'll go to configure and to platforms. We'll go and get a cargo platform, and we'll put a cargo platform in 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that is certainly in the wrong place. We'll delete that, and so is that one. It's all over the place. Hang on, let's see if we can get it right this time. Over to there, and that should be just about it. We can actually extend it along if we wish, but I think that should do us quite nicely. We're going to go over to a standard track with the electrification on it. We're not going to use the high-speed track because, well, certainly these will not be high-speed. There we are, that's now in, which means we can bring stuff over to here and then use that side of it, which is excellent. Let's go over to our rail network here, buildings, and then we want a cargo terminus station at probably 160 meters length is not bad. The problem that we have facing us is that basically we can't extend this one any further, which, well, actually we probably could extend it further, but we'd have to alter the rails to come probably sharp around the left and then up, and then have them go straight in, because at the moment, because of the curve, we can't place the platforms further down. Anyway, we'll have standard track, we will have the electrification on, we'll go for a single track because, quite frankly, we'll only ever have one line on it there, although you shouldn't really say that because you never know, stuff might be passing it or whatever. Anyway, we'll place that in here, and I guess we'll be able to place it pretty much wherever. I'm going to rotate around just a little bit there, and we'll see if we can just fit it in. It will fit in there. Let's just rotate it around, and once again, it's going to have a bit of a problem because of where the connection is, and it's not connecting up to the road there at all. But what we can do is place this in probably there. A little bit height wouldn't go amiss, and then we'll connect up the road network. So over to roads. Speaking of roads, I know people have recommended that we upgrade the roads. I agree, I just haven't got around to doing it yet. Let's go ahead and do that, and then connect that up, and then that should mean that when we click on that, is it connected? It is connected, so that's all fine. Same thing over on this side, and the same settings there. We will rotate this around like so, and I guess we'll just place it, where does it need to go? Over to there. Let's place it in, probably there should be acceptable. Back over to the roads, and then we'll connect the road up like so, and that is a 2-lane road, and that is now connected. What we'll do is go for the automatic upgrade there, and that should do it. What's the maximum speed limit on this? 80 kilometers an hour, where currently the current road is fairly pathetic. I mean, To be fair, we don't need to upgrade any of these roads because nothing ever goes on them. The roads that we probably need to upgrade are around here to make them a lot quicker. I don't know what they currently are, although I'm going to assume, perhaps wrongly, that they are the faster ones. But let's upgrade all of these because we do have people go on there. Sometimes we may have a problem with the upgrading because there'll be stuff in the way, because I think these are slightly different sizes, but we'll put all of these in like so, and then over to there. And you can see once we go into the town should, I think the town automatically upgrades the road network as it progresses on, so you can see that is a lot better there. And that's a lot of people waiting at that station, so I'm wondering where the train is. It's just coming along now. We don't really have a real replacement for that train. If we go to manage train and then we'll say, I don't know, yeah, replace the vehicle. I mean, we could go for something like that. It's actually fairly fast. That's actually quite good. The BR103.1. 6-axle electric locomotive for fast passenger traffic. 200 kilometers an hour. That's actually probably what we would replace it with. Build date from 1970, so it's quite a new locomotive. We've got a BR218. Single engine large diesel locomotive intended for medium line service. Probably go for that one, to be honest, though. But that's quite an amount of money to get all of that, so we'll probably leave it for now. Right, over to our lines then. Rail line, should I say. High-speed track with electrification, yes. And it's pretty simple. It's just going to be straight across and over to there, basically. And we could probably manage it like that. Past this one. Like so. And then in like that. Job done. This one, similar deal. We'll come up to here. We are just going to the side there. And we'll bring it along. Just a double track. Cheeky double track. It's always cheeky. And then like that. And we want 1, 2 signals. There we go. So that should be pretty much it, I believe. Nope, we're good. I was going to say, is that actually connected to that? It is, thankfully. So, new line. It is from there over to there. And, oh, what would this be called? Because we have got... It's obviously going to be the Congleton. Congleton Stone. We've already got one. Stone and... steel, I think. Steel plank stone. So what's the ore then? Bricks boat, bricks train, bricks truck, bus machines, steel plank, steel stone. So what colour is it in then? Is it... oh, EL coal. Hang on. Some confusion. EL coal. It is Ellen, that's why. That makes perfect sense. Okay, so this one. Currently have it as Congleton Station in yellow. I guess it would be CTR. So we'll name that CTR. There we go. And new line from there to there. That is Congleton. Congleton Coal. Is that right? I believe so. CT Coal. CTR. Yeah, and then that one is ELO and EL Coal. It does make sense, but only barely. So, now that those are in, I think what we'll do is probably just put this in and call it a day. Get them up and running. We could, if we wanted to, not have these connect up to this bit of the station. We could have it over that side and save ourselves a little bit of money, but it is only a little bit of money, so I'm not too bothered. So this is our tracks once again, and then we'll connect that up like so. It does have a speed limit of only 45, but yeah, it doesn't matter at all because of where they come out. And there we go, that's that sorted. So, in terms of transport, let's have a quick look at these. So this one here is 100% transport. The train itself has 156 capacity, and that's probably enough, but the distance between here and here is a little bit further. The problem is we are limited by the size of the station. So we'll go to here, we will buy vehicles. We're going to go down to, let's see, we could still use the BRE 94 Crocodile, which is what we've got running over there, but let's have a quick look. So that's 90... BRV 100, built to replace steam locomotives used on non-electrified branches. That was the one that was quite interesting when I read it. I think. Do we just want to stick with a crocodile? Yeah, I think so. And then it is not a boxcar, the gondola. And let's probably go for that size because it's the same capacity as the other one, and that manages to get in and out the station fine. Even though you can see 189 meters, it will technically stick out, but hopefully it will function. And we'll see if that is the case. There is a lot of money spent, and we'll put that onto the... Hang on, close that down. It is the CT ore. And let's see if this works. Already this station has got some ore on it. We can see that there is some work here. So let's have a quick look. So we got this tipper. No, is it a bucket excavator? I believe that's what it's called. And then it puts it, well, technically in that pile, but then we get this crusher. Then we get the crushed ore coming up this conveyor belt onto that one there. I like the fidelity of that. That's pretty good. Into another crusher, which then, well, transports it up here. And we can see there's like, I don't know, let's say the shed for repairing and maintenance. Then we've got sort of site office type thing. Another crusher to get very, very fine ore. And is that a mine shaft of some kind? Looks to be. Looks to be. Anyway, that train should now be working, and indeed it is. And that's good. It's carried resources over there. Don't know how many, but already you can see there's 100 odd ore waiting there. And it's just going to pick up all of that and then head over. That is excellent. Let's have a quick look at our line statistics, and we are focusing on the money side of it. Obviously, there's things that are just going to lose us money. There will be things that are always losing money. The bricks boat, I know, big point of contention, but I just like the I like the tow boat. A rail line would have been better, but you know, we had the option to have boats, so we'll stick with it. Today's beverage is a nice cup of tea, by the way. We have the CTR, which strangely, there we go, just started making money. That's fine. CT coal, nothing's went on it, so that's fine. Looking down, basically there's lots of money coming in. The wood trains making very good money, both of them are. Naturally, the 3 trains we have on the EL to EST SE train are really good. We might as well open this up. We've got the real... Oh, we can't. I was going to move that along so we can see that. We've got the screen real estate. We might as well use it, but alas. Anyway, yeah, that's making really good money. And, oh, yes, I also need to replace these things, the SE oils, because they are using the... I think it's just the standard... They're using the standard tank car, but we can use the bigger tank car there, because the difference is like 9 up to 15, so that would be better for us, but there you are. Anyway, let's have a quick look over, while waiting for the cash, because we're trying to get some cash for building in this, which we need another, well, about 22, 23 million. We can see that, once again, this is still waiting for... It's still got passengers there. What about the size of this thing? Elland won't have grown, no. Earl Shilton up to 865. Congleton up to 497 and increasing. Obviously, we are supplying resource over there. And then looks like to be settled to be the biggest of them all, which I thought, of all of them, I would have thought Earl Shilton would have been the biggest because of it connects up everything, and that was the one that we went for originally. But Settle, because of the resources that it needs to upgrade and what we have bring to it, because all of the resource it needs we produce locally, so we're sending them there quite quick. And with the airport and obviously the expansion of the network, the rail network all the way here, it's worked out quite well. Anyway, let's go ahead and add in. Well, we definitely need another train because there's a lot of people waiting there. And as you can see, we have a problem with them going to Settle. You can see it says some passengers leave because the station is overloaded. So that is a bit of a problem. Overloaded or overcrowded? Overloaded. Anyway, let's go over to here. That one. Build. Crocodile. I wonder when they left service, the Crocodile. 1995. That's not too much of a problem. And then over to this one, and we'll add it up until we get the same capacity, which is that. 22 million required, which is done. And then we will... Hang on. Apparently that did not buy. Interesting. Add that. And then the gondola up to 156 capacity. There we go. And that one, assign CT call, job done. And that one will, I assume, make a lot of money very quickly. CTR already made 1.6 million. That's the balance so far. Pretty good then. Very good indeed. So, what I'm looking at is this thing. And the fact that with so many people on it. Now the question is, do we need passing points? Don't think so. Because we've got a one-way network. So, if we were to buy something here, let's have a quick look. 140 capacity on that. Buy vehicles. We'll use probably that one, the BR103.1. Electric. Or do you want to use that one? No, because of the speed on that one's better. We'll have that. And then probably that one. But I'd like to increase it to probably say that length. But that's 235 meters. So it may not fit into most of the stations. It's also going to cost us 44 million. And we don't have that many. We don't have that many generic units of currency in the bank, which is a problem. Okay, let's have a quick look around then and see what else we can transport. There is some ore and coal here, but that would have to go all the way to the left hand side, so that's not going to happen. We also have oil there and oil there, which we would need to transport over to this side. That's not going to happen either. We have the wood that's been brought to there, which is fine. The same is true with the oil. Food is all fine. The quarry's still on half shipment. I don't know why. It's the plastic that we would like, because we can. The Ellen Goods factory. We're already making the steel, and to be quite honest with you, the steel we're making more of it than I would say we need. Because I guess it's the it's the planks that we're actually waiting for. Ship 1. It's got loads of planks. Do we need more planks over there? That's full shipment. That's only on... Oh, that's only on half production. And what's this on? That's on full shipment as well. Okay. So we'd need more timber. There is timber there, on this side here. But we'd need to bring it all the way over to there, and then back. That's not actually a massive problem. Let's have a look at that. Cargo harbour. Large size. 2 terminals. And... I mean, putting it... yeah, I was going to say... There's no way we could fit it in there. That's fine. And to there. That connects up. That changes things a lot. Because the CT planks machines, we take the planks from here across the river to Congleton West, pick up the machines, and then go back there. But I'm going to guesstimate that, yeah, they're nowhere near full. What we can do is add in another path from here. So that's a quick edit. It is there, but it needs to go up. So that. So we L Shilton halt. We pick up the planks, take it to Congleton, pick up the machines, go to Congleton South, pick up any wood that's there, then drop off the machines, and then continue on back to the Earl Shilton halt, which instead of being an empty boat, it's now hopefully laden with the wood that we picked up at Congleton South, which means we'll drop that off there, which means we've just, for very little effort, doubled our wood. I think that's what we've done there. I'm just waiting to see if it actually goes there and picks it up. And I've just realised that it may not be able to pick it up. Nope, we're good. Cargo type's there. Yep, that is exactly what we wanted to see. I wonder if these ships are starting to become a bit... I was going to say, I wonder if this is going to become a little bit worn. And then I looked at it and saw that the hull is predominantly rust and seagull droppings. Oh, only mediocre condition. That's fine then. And is this hovercraft dicing with death near that thing? Yeah. Yes, it is. And look at that. Wow. Wow. Didn't expect that. The hovercraft's full. And there's loads of people waiting at the boat. Oh. Yeah. Jackpot. 2 more of those, please. There we go. Condition of ship 3 is very poor. 7, 8, 6, 2, 1, 5. Everything but, there it is, number 3. Very bad. Okay. It's these two, isn't it? That'll be the same, right? Very bad. But the way I see it, it doesn't matter. It's emissions, but... That's not that one. Emissions. A bit round here, but there's no one over there to really care about it. That's a very horrible way of saying it, I know. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if it's really polluting if no one can see it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the emissions in this particular case are like, well, it's just a overall value, and it's a negative for town growth. I don't know if it's pollution or noise, which is noise. You could say noise pollution, but yeah. Either way, as the condition goes down, the emissions go up, but that's it. So you could have like a 500-year-old boat. In theory, I assume, perhaps wrongly. Looking over here, we can see that one of the ships is coming along, and it is just going to pick up, by the look of it, hopefully, 200 logs. There we go. 220 logs. So for no effort, we have increased the size of that. That is something I'm very happy with. That one's working. That one's working. That has got loads of steel. That should also now mean that not only are we going to have a lot more machines coming back. Well, we've doubled the supply of steel to the machines factory, and we've now effectively not necessarily doubled, because we might not come back with all of these all of these planks. Although we will, won't we? Because normally when they're coming back with the machines, there's at least one boat that just doesn't have anything on it. Like, case in point, that one there, that we managed to pick it up. So yes, we should have hopefully doubled the production on this one. Okay, happy with that. Very happy with that. Shame that this is so... the width is such that we can't get to either side like we have on this one over there. Anyway, that's fine. We still have people waiting there, but we've also just got these ships. The Hovercraft. 20 on that one. None on that one. But that's also picking up people there. So it's what we expected, that the ship, it was very slow. That's what the problem was. I'm just going to double check here, and yes, we do not have. We need more planes on the freight side of it, don't we, I think? Although what can that carry? Only 18. What can it carry? All cargo 24 in 3 compartments, and we're using that one. 18 in 2 compartments. 27 in 3 compartments, 20... Yeah, the Hercules is probably better for what we need. But it's also 7 million. Is it worth it? I'd say so. 5 vehicles. Assign that to the freight plane. And let's have a look at that. See what it's like. And I've seen these several times, but it's not normally in that colour. It's normally in the colours of, like, the army or something. Like a sort of sea grey type thing. And also, it just carved that other aircraft up. And it didn't load. Oh, it's because it... Yeah, typical. Yeah, because it didn't go to that terminal. Oh, well, that's just a bit annoying. Anyway, so that's now in. So we can see that the passengers from here have started to go down. I'm noticing that the buses are also not great. Let's check that. Close that. Up to Earl Shilton buses. Gonna check the condition of these vehicles. Bad condition. Okay. Might be time to replace them all then. Each one can carry 14. If we were to replace those with the MAN SL192, goes up to 16. 7 million to replace those. I think we are best off doing that. And I would argue that we should probably do the same thing with the rest of them. And settle bus as well. And it's going to be expensive. There we go. I think I've got them all now. Let me just double check. Yeah. It's very easy to like select multiples and then you accidentally try and replace a boat with a bus. Which is probably quite frightening for the driver. Anyway, let's go ahead and see. Do we want to bring the food from here over to there? We can do it. Again, it would be probably on the waterways, but things are starting to get a little bit problematic in that area. And did you just drop off loads of wood there? Yes, you did. CT planks and machines. There is no reason for you to drop that off there. Right, that's an interesting one. I wonder why that is. Because nothing ever gets transported from there, wood-wise. So why has it done that? I mean, it's going to go to there and drop them off. Production's going up. Brilliant! We now have another bus. It's a bendy bus. BK670 and the short 330C-23 Sherpa, which I'm going to guess is not in this list. No, there it is. There it is. Short-haul aircraft variable cabin allows mixed passengers for freight operations. It's basically a quick. No, it's actually not that quick. It's just a small aircraft. Wouldn't say a light aircraft, but just small. And then we also have the bendy bus, which I'm not going to buy. Let's see what it would be like if we did perhaps replace that. What's the difference? So we've got that one there, and diesel bus reduced to serve the busiest lines in the city of Beijing. So it's like a bus. Did that building just fall down? It did just fall down. Oh, they're rebuilding it. I would say it fell down. It's like not by accident, I'm hoping. Yeah, so it's same speed, better power, more people, less emissions, fewer emissions. Oh well, just typical. There's quite a tall building there. We've also got this residential building with a nice bit at the top there. That's quite nice. Excellent. We are at 1976. We should probably go ahead and change up our main line around here, but the problem is cash. Looking at it now, I mean, a lot of these old ones, like I'm guessing the CT Stone, that's in good condition. Well, actually, it would be in good condition, wouldn't it? The EL Call is fine because we've just built them, but I'm guessing the CT machines are going to be, oh yeah, bad condition. We are now pretty much limited by, good grief, some negatives in there, isn't there? This one's always going to be negative because of where it transports and what it transports. And strangely, these buses are in the negative as well. And that coal. Don't know why the coal's in negative. Probably just the timings when we're looking at this. But yeah, we would have to upgrade a lot of this. Certainly, the oil and the fuel, we would change these small tankers for the bigger ones. We'd have to change, or we possibly could change the wood ones. We'd overhaul some of the aircraft because some of it we just don't really use. Oh, we do use them actually. Do we need to overhaul it? Probably not. It's actually not making much money at all. The problem we have now is that it's the size of map. As you can see, we've got 2 planes here waiting, but this is we really need another runway. I don't know if you can have another runway. Approach lights. No. Let me just press this button that breaks the game. There we are. Passenger airport. Yes, it's an airport, but even if you say 3 terminals, it's just 3 terminals. It's still 1 runway. So I don't know if you get bigger runways as the game progresses on. We're still in the 70s, but maybe as the game progresses on, you get another runway because we wouldn't build another full airport, or maybe we would. I don't know. But there's a lot of upgrading to do and not much to transport. Train 9 is very poor. That's the oil train. Right, we probably do need to alter that. That is very poor up there, but then that is very bad. Ooh, inconsistencies that'll just rub you right up the wrong way. Yeah, we'd have to upgrade a lot, but I think we're pretty much at the limit of what we can do here. There's still more to be built. We could certainly build stuff to Elland. We have the bricks being built, but quite frankly, yeah, the shipment's actually lower than what I would have thought. I don't know why, it just is. That's actually leveling up as well, which is good. So eventually this will get better and we'll be able to transport some more. We'd have to transport, well, we currently transport the bricks up to here, and then we have the rail line. Well, it just doesn't go anywhere. They just bring them into the town centre. But we could drop them off here and then have an extra line on this side. It'll go up and then straight up to here. And then that's where we'll drop off the bricks or the construction material. That should be fine. The problem would be the goods factory. Requires steel. We are producing a lot of steel over on this side. That's now maxed out, as we can see. I think it's been maxed out for a while, though. But yeah, that's now producing a lot more because of these two. But we need plastic. Now, we can produce plastic here. You can see there's a chemical plant there. It turns chemicals into plastic. We have the ability to get the chemicals. Hang on, where are the chemicals? It would be, well, it's over there, isn't it? Oil a refinery, it's crude oil into oil, and then you would have to bring it back. So we could, I mean, what we'd probably do is have rail network from there, cross this little section here, weave around through here, under there, and then connect up to that one. And then we'd bring back the refined product, put it over to there, and job done. But that's really the only one we can do. And because this is a small map, we are sort of limited now by where we can go. So I think that's my long-winded way of saying I think we will leave it there for this episode, and indeed for this map and this series. Anything we do from here would just be replacing what we've already got. Wouldn't necessarily be building more lines. Certainly the most profitable one, the main sort of spine from Elland over to El Shilton and down to Settle. That's the most profitable, I believe. Yeah. 8 million it's currently sitting on, but we've got some other ones like them. That CT Planks and Machines is pretty good as well. But we'd just be replacing those. We wouldn't necessarily be building other things. Whereas if we want a larger map, not necessarily a large map, but even just a medium size map, we would be able to get a lot more on it. So we'll leave it there for this series. Very much don't regret at all playing on a small map, because we've been able to get all these resources, move them around, and we've got a fairly decent network. But I think from here on in, if we come back to the game, we'll go for a larger one. But we'll probably give it a little while until we perhaps do that. Either way, have enjoyed it very, very much. It is a much nicer experience compared to between the first one and this. Yeah, it's just so slick to build some stuff. Rough edges here and there, but, you know, infinitely playable. Do like buildings on the waterways. I don't know what it is about that. And it's good to see we've got the airports up and running as well. We've pretty much tried a lot of what the game has to offer. The game obviously still progresses on in time, so we get a lot more newer stuff. And yeah, I think what I take away from it is plan a bit better for the future. So, for example, the terminus stations, I would say just don't build them unless you need to, because you can't expand to this side. I mean, what you'd have to do is delete that, put it on this side, and then expand it. But where I've put it, we'd have to delete half of the town, which, to be fair, we didn't really have much of a problem when we put that airport in. But yeah, make sure the stations are quite long, but then again, also cost more. But very happy with what we've accomplished. If you have enjoyed the series, then by all means let us know. Let us know what you would like to think for the next series if we do go ahead and do that, and all of that sort of thing. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed the series and the video and all of that sort of thing. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.